I've been building my website for a while now. It's called Simple American News. You can find it at simpleamericannews.com. And the whole idea of it was to build off of the newsletter that I write. I write a daily newsletter called The Simple American. It's a free daily news brief. I send it out Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's 8 to 12 of the biggest news stories of the day, broken down into bullet point form and written as simply and as unbiased as possible. My whole idea with building the website is I wanted a space to curate articles and take people from my newsletter and drive traffic to my website. A lot of times in the bullet points I do on my newsletter, I am hyperlinking to other sources or maybe where I got the information from to give people more information on the bullet point. A lot of times the bullet points are only 1 or 2 sentences, and people want more information sometimes on the news that I'm reporting or sending out. So I hyperlink to other sources so they can read up more on it if they so choose. So the whole idea of the website is to curate news and drive people to my website eventually from my newsletter. So I'm going to take you through, show you my website here, kind of the idea behind it, and how I've been building it. So Simple American News, you can go to simpleamericannews.com. The first big thing, it's super clean. There's not a lot of stuff popping up. There's not a lot of information everywhere, which is what I want. I don't want something that's super crazy or hectic when you get onto the page. But I got this here to the enter your email subscribe button here, which is super important because if people come onto my website, I want them to know I have a newsletter and I want them to subscribe to it. I want people to come to my website, subscribe to my newsletter, go to my newsletter, then drive traffic to my website. At the top here, I have obviously home, contacts, tips, sources, newsletters. Contacts and tips is mainly for people to reach out if they want more info, to ask questions. And eventually, I'd like to start breaking some news. So if people have tips, then I want them to send tips my way. And maybe I can look into a story and maybe I can be the one to break it. And then I have my sources tab here, which I love this tab. It is kind of news aggregation for all different sources, whether it be CNN, Fox News, all these mainstream sources and all these alternative sources. You can come here to the sources tab and click on any hyperlink here and it'll take you right to that media company's website, right to that news website or anything. I love this. I'm constantly adding to it, especially when I come across new media sources that I like. Love that. Then I have, the 5 most recent posts that I've done all right here. And so that people can read up on it. You see, it's very simple. Supreme Court rejects Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal. I will go and curate the Associated Press article. Sometimes it's not the Associated Press. Sometimes it's whatever it may be of the day. CBS or CNBC or TechCrunch or whatever source I'm citing from that day, that's what it could be. Fox Business, CNN, whatever. I cite from everything. But this is just an example. So I cited this one from the Associated Press, broke it down, 4 quick paragraphs. You're in and you're out, you're done. I don't want people having to read 10-minute long articles to get more information on these things. Eventually, I want them to just be, 2 or 3 paragraphs. But for some that I'll be showing you, they're going to be 4 because I'm trying to get approved by Google AdSense, who has said that there's a content issue with my site. So I think that there's too little content. So for right now, I'm just trying to add more words, more content on the site. So I'm trying to add longer articles that I'm curating just to get approved by Google AdSense. And then I want to shorten them up to 2 to 3 paragraphs at the most. That's one good example. Another good example here, OpenAI, AMD did announce a partnership. Article summarized by TechCrunch. This one is 3 paragraphs long. Great. In, out, you're done. As you scroll down, you'll see mainstream media, these are all articles curated from mainstream media, like I showed you over here in the sources tab, and then alternative media, news articles curated by alternative media that I showed as well. And you can go through. I mean, this is an example. Americans' trust in mass media reaches new low. This was an article written by Gallup about a Gallup poll that they'd done. I quickly summed it up, gave the link, and people can read from there. And then the my article section, which is pretty much just blog posts that I write, and I haven't done one in a while, but I want to do more of them coming up. These are more like opinion pieces. I hope to get other people to contribute to the site in the long run. But I'll write a blog post, and this was just my opinion. I just wrote a blog post about leaving the Fed chair alone. Quick, easy, got some good blog post up on the site. But yeah, I mean, this is my website, and eventually, in the long run, I want to be driving traffic to this website on every bullet in my newsletter. That's my goal in the long run. I want to add stuff to it. I want to add more toggles, more sources, more sites, um, and just make it kind of a one-stop shop for news. I want this to be a news aggregation site. I want this to help people understand what's going on in the world around them easier, help them stay informed without like losing their mind with all the craziness that happens kind of around the news and the media today in general. But want to walk you guys through my site and show you kind of what it looked like. I hope you guys check this out. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description. So please feel free to check out my website and subscribe to my newsletter as well. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I very much appreciate it. That's my website, simpleamericannews.com. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.